Hello everyone, welcome to Northwest Intuition's YouTube channel. I am Tiana Moss, the owner. I am an empathic, psychic, intuitive healer, here to help bridge the gap between spirit and our 3D realm. I am here to help you answer the questions that are lingering in the back of your mind. Help you go from the I think there's more out there to the I know there's more out there. So with that being said, I give lessons on things that we experience in life, whether it be little bumps in the road or life-changing events. I'm here to help you understand those and learn from them so that you are not dwelling in the energy, but able to pass it along so that you can learn and grow from it. So by doing that and by using these gifts, we are able to help humanity as a whole grow. And what that does is that helps our earth, that helps every being and creature on earth. It raises its vibration. And a way I give service to others is by doing a weekly spiritual forecast. And what that does is it allows you to see into your week. It allows you to be prepared for the situations that are coming up so that you can meet them and have your tools ready to overcome the obstacles and to learn from them so that you can move forward into your next week, so that your emotions aren't stuck, so that you can grow as a person and help your team around you grow. So I give this weekly spiritual forecast, and today's forecast involved the card from the Magical Spells deck, the card Harmony. And I wanted to dive deeper into what harmony really is and the power behind it. So if you haven't seen the spiritual forecast yet, go ahead and stop this video and check it out, because it's very important. It has a message and messages within it that will help you grow as a person and help you see things from a different perspective. So go ahead and check it out and then come back later. All right? For those of you who have seen it, let's continue on. Now, you saw that harmony was drawn at the beginning of the week, and you were able to get a glimpse in the knowing that you have to create the harmony within yourself so that you can spread it to others. Now, that task is easier said than done, isn't it? It is hard to create harmony when you don't feel it inside. It's hard to get light from a candle when the wick isn't even lit. You get what I'm saying? So how can we create the harmony within ourselves so that we can spread it? So that we can continue the flow of energy from one person to another. We can execute this by being within our true authenticity, by living within our truth and being our true self. Now, what does that mean exactly? What does authenticity mean? I'm going to read a little portion from the book, And then I'm going to give you the importance as to why we need to be and feel authentic. Okay? So that you can understand why harmony is so important. All right? So let's go ahead and get the book here. Now, the book I'm reading from is Magical Spell Cards Guidebook by Lucy Cavendish. This is a deck that is very to the point, very easy to read and understand. So if you're interested, go ahead and get it yourself, because you too have these gifts and these abilities to understand what life is about. So go ahead and do it. Take that jump. Get your cards. All right. Now I'm going to read a little bit from the book so you can understand what authenticity means. Okay? All right. It says, sometimes in life we make choices that pull us away from who we truly are. Sometimes these choices seem small. Sometimes they are obvious and painfully at odds with our core beliefs. But when they begin to accumulate, we can find ourselves looking into the mirror of our souls and wondering, is this who I truly am? Now, I'm going to stop there. Okay? And go over some important parts of that first passage. It says, sometimes in life we make choices that put us away from who we truly are. What does that mean? Who we truly are. Does that mean we are born with certain beliefs or certain characteristics? What does that mean? This means that you need to almost put up blinders from here on out and decode everything that's been thrown at you from the moment you came into this earth. Because what it's done is taken you away from who you truly are. The morals you came into this earth with. The goals, the blueprint that you planned. It is telling you to start detaching yourself from all these beliefs that aren't benefiting your true being so that you can live within your authentic self. It says, it is easy to say we must always live from our core, but truthfully, we have all felt compromised at times, either by others or by our own choices. We have all had situations where we do things even though in our core we know it feels wrong. In our solar plexus, we have something holding us back, but then we still do it. What we're doing is using our gift of free will to make the choice of wrong and right. What we're doing is testing our morals that we came into this earth with. And what we're doing is giving ourselves the opportunity to either continue to make the choices that don't align, or understand that we have the opportunity to realign ourselves to who we truly are. You may feel like you're not good enough, or smart enough, or pretty enough, or handsome enough. You may feel like you've done some horrible things throughout your life that you just can't come back from. I want you to take that feeling and wipe it away. Because those things that were mentioned there are things that make you unique. Things that make your story different from anybody else's. If we were all the same, this world would be boring, tasteless, bland. But instead, we all have made mistakes. We all have overcome obstacles. We all have had courage in times of confidence. Each one of us are unique. So, instead of feeling like you don't have the right to be yourself, change the energy, change the thought into accepting who you are. Good, the bad, the ugly. Accepting who you are meant to be. And accepting who you once were. You are beautiful the way you are. So stop thinking that you don't deserve your happiness. You don't deserve to live the life that was meant for you. Because you do. No, I believe in you. No, there's a whole community of people that I work with that believe in you. It is now your turn to start believing in you. All right? Let's move on. It says this spell can help you return to living authentically without distance, separation, and disconnection from your true values, ethics, beliefs, and dreams. Yours, not your culture's, not your family's, and certainly not those of conditioning, but those of your soul. Okay? This is your chance to expose yourself to the world and to be free. Feel that weight lifted off your shoulders. You get to take off layers that were put on you and extra weight that's been layered upon you over years and years and years. You get to shed that and be yourself. So go ahead, honey. Get to it. Now, that is what the book says about authenticity. Now, why is it important? It's important because it helps you know who you are as a person so that you can explain yourself to others, so that you can help them understand your points of view, so that they can understand that there are different points of views than theirs. You are building an example within yourself for others to possibly follow in the future. You are building, most importantly, the respect that is needed for someone else to see and understand. Does that make sense? You're respecting who you truly are so that others can respect you. And by doing this, you've got to understand that it's a balance. If you expect people to respect you and your beliefs and your wishes, then you've got to do the same for them. By living in your authentic self, you are able to see the work that is put in, the strength and courage that it is put in to believing in your true values. that it is not just for nothing, and it's not just to get you down, and that people who don't believe in the things you believe in are out there to just hurt you. It gives you perspective that they have the right to be here, and so do you. It gives you a window into someone else's life. And that is very important right now in this particular day and age. In a time when people are so sensitive, so easily triggered when someone doesn't believe what they believe in. There is a lack of respect from border to border. A lack of human decency. A lack of understanding that people are just trying to live their authentic selves. That they're just trying to understand why they're on this planet, just like you. We have enough resources here to sustain us. We have the education to live healthy lives, productive lives. But we are getting in the way of that because we aren't respecting each other. We aren't respecting ourselves enough to do the work that it takes to respect one another. It's pathetic looking out on the news outlets and seeing all the arguing and all the war and all the turmoil going on when there's so much beauty that is around us. There's so many blessings right here. Yet those negative energies are what's being projected. Because that is the energy that is taking over. So how do we change that narrative? How do we change what's being projected? We change its energy at a lower level. We change it between you and I. We start shifting. We start understanding and start respecting one another. What that does is builds harmony. It creates harmony between you and I, between our brothers and sisters that don't agree. It creates the knowing that you don't have to fully understand the other person's point of view, but you do have to respect the fact that they have one, that they have a different perspective of life than you, that they have a different journey and a different book than you. Once that's awareness is spread, the energy becomes lighter. There aren't as many stories of hate between one another, because instead of hating each other, we respect each other. We're starting to understand each other. You're able to change the narrative that we see by being your true self and respecting yourself and others. You are able to create the harmony by combining all of those things. And that, my friend, is how we shift the energy on this planet. That is how we take our news stories from bad energy to uplifting ones that are productive, that help our society instead of tear us down. That is how we look at our brothers and sisters. Instead of hating them for not understanding their point of view, we respect them because they have a different one. Because they know something that we may not. So instead of responding, reacting how we normally would with such intense emotions. Let's use grace. Another card pulled in the weekly forecast. Let's put on that mask of we're gonna fake it till we make it, till we understand. I don't understand what you're saying, but I still respect you and I still love you for saying it. By doing that, we are telling ourselves and the higher realms that we are matching our energy. We are creating a higher level of vibration. And what that does is bring better opportunities for me and you. Brings better outlooks of the world, better opportunities for our brothers and sisters. What you're doing is creating a bridge between every single person in this world, whether they know it or not. Just by simply understanding who you are and respecting it. Understanding that your neighbor is going through the same process, and that you too can create the harmony that is needed to uplift this world. So, with those tools under your belt now, when the opportunity arises for you to be your authentic self and for you to respect your neighbor, remember this video. Remember, you have the free will to either nurture the relationships between yourself and others, or let them continue to hold space that's not benefiting you. Whichever avenue you choose, you are still loved the same. You could think this whole video is a crock of shit, and you are still loved the same. You are living in your authentic self, as am I. I appreciate you for that, and I hope you appreciate me for it. If you have anybody that you think this video will help, feel free to share it with them. Allow them to open up their eyes and see what they are truly capable of. Allow them to grow as a person and change their circumstances. If you would like to set up a session with me and do some real deep soul work, go ahead and find me on Northwest Intuition on Facebook. If you would like just a mini session with me and need some answers real quick, I do mini sessions on Sundays. There you can get the opportunity to ask me a question, time permitting. We'll get your answer. It's a great opportunity in between readings, so go ahead and check that out. In the meantime, be aware of the energy that you are creating. Be aware of the energy that is dwelling within you. and be aware of the energy that you are expressing to others. We have a responsibility as human beings when it comes to the energy that enters and leaves our body. And if we start understanding that responsibility, we are able to fully understand these lessons. Okay? All right. If you like what you saw, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I love you guys. Over and out.